So, we already have a hatch trick. Spawning at the top left side of Golden Aura, we have none other than Talon Esports' Dark. Going up against another Korean. This is the KSL after all. It is going to be Team HyperOne's HonMonO. And I picked this one because if you guys know me, then you might know that I'm a huge fan of HonMonO. I'm usually not a great fan of Terrans, but I'm actually a huge fan of HonMonO. So I really want to actually go and cast a couple of replays from him, because he always makes something really weird that makes the game extremely fun and brilliant to cast, actually. Like, so far so good, honestly. I don't see anything too weird, but obviously this is like just excluding that there's gonna be a early proxy. I wouldn't be surprised if this is something like a late proxy or anything along those lines. Obviously Dark is the heavy favorite here, but who knows? I haven't seen these replays, so I'm actually trying to figure out. I haven't found any other replays named after this, these two players, so hopefully we are casting a best of 3 and not a best of 5 accidentally. Anyways, command center on the low ground as usual. We're gonna have a relatively quick second depot, I suppose. No, never mind, it's not gonna be too quick. Now on the other side we had a 15 hatchery, so that made so basically the queens are gonna be out a lot faster. And I suppose 4 queens are going to be great. If I'm not mistaken, that is basically to counter the 2 racks Reaper. Or the Reapers. The 2 racks 3 Reaper. Or 3 racks Reaper, maybe even. First Reaper is going to try and make sure, as well as the SCV, that this third base is not going to be taken without any price being paid for it. Now we have no links, so Dark is playing a bit more greedy. And HonMonO is actually playing super standard. Now this is actually quite interesting. We have no second gas, so I believe this is not... actually... No, never mind. This is not gonna be... this is gonna be Hellions, not Cyclones, because there's no money for it. HonMonO goes into the Hellion production. Finally, the second one is getting queued up a tad bit later, but obviously the starport went down before the 2 Hellions have been started. Third command center before the starport. So this is extremely beautiful from HonMonO. Just super standard. Looks like we have a relatively standard game upon our hands. So yeah, 4 queens on the side of Dark, 35 drones. So he has no links. That's probably the only non-standard stuff that usually you would see the 4 links, just for safety. But obviously, at the highest level, people are really good with just doing fine with queens. We also have so yeah, we have a Banshee on the way. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, wings are gonna get burnt to a crisp. And I'm looking at the lair timing. There's no lair yet, so that's something worth mentioning. And yeah, there's only... Oh wait, never mind. There's only 2 Hellions across the map, but there's 4 at home and 2 more on the way. So it's gonna be potentially... Okay, 2 Banshees. We have no cloak. We have another tech lab. I don't see the extra racks coming down just yet. Obviously, the third command center is already a orbital command, so that's really good. A bit of a supply block on the side of HonMonO, which is going to be painful. 2 supply depots will start immediately. And now the Hellions will try to do something. One of the Banshees is going to try and go in. Second Banshee is not yet out. One of the Hellions is going to go down. There's only 5 Hellions, and 2 of them are home actually, so HonMonO not committing entirely with all 8 Hellions. Dark is going to move a link across the map and just see if there is a third base at the south side. It's gonna spot the third potential. Oh, never mind. It's gonna run in with the link, but it's not going to scout anything whatsoever to speak of. Fourth base is taking it on the low ground. Usually you would see this as a fourth base, but I guess Dark has some kind of a plan here. Doesn't know about the third base. He doesn't actually know if there is a third base, but yeah, Dark is playing in the dark, literally. Like, no pun intended here, guys. Dark is going to scout just now that this is indeed a very economic build, so relatively standard, I suppose. Not sure about the 8 cars that have been made. The 2 Banshees, actually, they found nothing, literally, which is quite awkward. They're gonna be good defensively, but you don't really want to do 2 Banshees just like that, you know, just for defensive purposes, right? It's gonna finally start harassing this fourth base. Oh, okay, the Mikey changes his mind. He's not going to try and go for those queens because those are a lot of queens. And now Dark is taking a fifth at 6.5 minutes, so he's greeding a tad bit, but not that much. Obviously skipping the links in the early game just made his economy boom quite a lot. The lair is okay, wait, my hive is on the way. I was gonna say, like, wait a second, that's not supposed to be a lair, and it's not the lair indeed. It is the hive coming up at 6.5 minutes. 3 festers queued up. I'm gonna see a couple of roaches and the baling nest as well, and we have plus one missile and carapace as well, so I'm quite curious what we're going to see on the side of Dark. Now obviously we have an armory, so there's a potential to morph hellbats from those hellions, and those hellbats are going to be really good against lings, which means Dark needs a couple of banelings as well. Let's see, baneling speed just started right now, +1/+1 with missile and carapace. Will finish relatively soon. Question is, will HonMonO commit onto creep, or will he just try to deny something over here? He has the first tank, 2 marauders and a couple of marines with the first 2 medevacs. And now he's going to see the roaches. Oh, he needs to pick up the tank, I think. Okay, beautifully picked up. Not letting it get biled down. Now he's going to siege up, and the second tank is also going to just siege up, probably next to it, maybe on this high ground. And HonMonO is actually going to try and commit to pushing onto creep with this bit of army. I think he spotted the infestors. Yeah, he definitely spotted the infestors. And a lot of lings are actually going to go on the back, or maybe potentially a backstab. Okay, I think it's going to be a backstab onto the third base. There's nothing to defend at home. Oh my goodness, HonMonO is actually in trouble. He's going to stim to actually arrive home faster. Oh, is indeed deep trouble. A couple of marauders and marines will go down, but they're going to clean up some of those lings. That 4th command center is going to get cancelled. I believe it was a cancel. I hope it was not a kill, because that would not benefit HonMonO for sure. The question is, what does HonMonO? HonMonO doesn't know about 2 extra bases. I mean, he could actually realize that there is another base, but maybe not 2. Maybe he expects the 5th, but not the 6th. That's going to finish up, and the Adrenal as well. We're gonna go into Ultras, as plus the Carapace is halfway done. Anabolic Synthesis is also completing, as well as +1 melee. Adrenal is going to be the bigger one for these link backstabs, and the Vipers as well. Gonna deny those tanks, gonna be able to harpoon a couple of things. Obviously, if there's a lot of medevacs, or if there's Liberators, that's going to be really good against those as well, with the Parasitic Bomb. It's quite interesting that Parasitic Bomb costs the most. I think it's 125, I want to say. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's 125, maybe even more actually. I'm not 100% sure, but I know I always realize that, oh wait a second, I need to suck more energy from the buildings. with my Vipers when I have to play a couple of Vipers. Okay, there's a lot of tank fire over here that's going to help a lot. That's going to be a bit of damage on the side of Dark. But Dark actually loses a couple of units, and now HonMonO is actually splitting the tanks very nicely. Dark is going to make sure that there is no potential to chase. And a couple of Banelings will detonate onto 21 SCVs. The run by was successful. HonMonO was out of position with his army just a tad bit. And is going to suffer the consequences. Ooh, he needs to repair the command center as well. That is going to be even more mining time. Okay, we finally should have... Oh, never mind, we have Caduceus Reactor, actually. Now Liberator production is on the way. +3/+3 is also on the way. If HonMonO could actually somehow survive until +3/+3, Dark's upgrades are not exactly the best. He has 1/1 attack. He's going to lift that command center. Okay, he's going to save that command center for now. But now the Ultra's actually pushing in. And will HonMonO survive this? He has a decent count of Marauders. And he's going to produce more, I believe. And there is actually the GG. Well, HonMonO tried. HonMonO had a relatively decent plan opening standard against Dark. But as we could see, Dark does not play the most standard openers. So that means we have Dark up 1 game. Alright. Once again, Dark, the top right side. For Talon Esports. This is our red Zerg. The blue Terran in the bottom left side. For Team Hyper 1, HonMonO. And right away we have some proxy shenanigans coming up. Now I'm curious where Dark is going to send his second Overlord. The first one is obvious. The second one on this map, though, if you want to send it like over here, you need to send it right away. And Dark is going to send it forward. Let's see where it is. Where's the rally point, Dark? Can we see the rally point somewhere? Oh, there we go. He's going to send it just outside of his third base. And obviously this one is going to go into the natural of the Terran. And this map is actually quite good. And we have a third SCV, so this is going to be a 3 racks. This looks a bit committed to me. Now I'm curious what we're going to see out of this. Obviously, if Dark... I think Dark... Wait. Did Dark go 16 hatch? I think he went 16 hatch, so... It's going to be quite painful. Okay, Dark is going to keep this Overlord in front of his natural, so he's going to spot the SCVs that are going to build a bunker. Okay, and we have no gas, so this is going to be pure marine. And this might just be quite committed, honestly. I mean, yeah, why would you do it any other way? Wait a second, hold on a second. Am I stupid? Wait a second, this was a pool first. What was I even thinking here? Never mind. I don't know, I just saw the hatchery and I saw the pool going down, but I didn't actually process the fact that that the pool is close to finishing. So Dark was making sure that this is not going to happen. Now, obviously these players know the timings and everything. So finally the Marines are going to get revealed, and 3 Marines could signal that this is a 2 racks, but maybe he did not give away. Okay, now he's going to give away that this is a 3 racks. Obviously there should not be this many Marines. Ooh, if he would move the Marines a bit to the right while the bunkers are building. But yeah, this is going to be a Roach Warrior response as well as a Spine Crawler. I mean, this natural should be lost. On the other side, the Lynx are going to try and break in, as Dark spotted that obviously there is nothing at home to defend. Now the SCVs have to repair, which is going to be quite painful, and it's going to cost HonMonO a couple of minerals, obviously. But this natural hatchery will fall for sure. We still have a couple of marines producing, and now we have 2 refineries coming down. So that's also something that we need to take into consideration. And now he's going to see the roaches. He's going to see the roaches. And that's going to give away the information that he seeks, obviously. It's going to be quite difficult to actually kill Dark with the Spinecrawler and the roaches, I believe. Okay, will he go up there? I don't think he will. Maybe he's going to keep 1 set of Marines just to force Ravagers. Okay, never mind. He salvages the bunkers and is going to move back home. And Dark is actually just having fun with these lings. Now he's going to actually try to bring them home somehow. Okay. And I'm not sure. I mean, yes, Dark is down 1 base than he's supposed to. But also HonMonO is on 1 base. So place your bets who's ahead over here, because I am not exactly sure. Okay, so Dark actually, I think Dark spotted everything with this Overlord, right? Well, he spotted the 2 gases. Command center going up, down, going down actually. Well, going up at least. We can say that it's going up, obviously, because it's going up on the high ground. See what I did there? Some pun intended moments from the boy Mauzy.
They're attacking your base, you know.
Oh no, HonMonO! Why? I didn't want to hear that. What does Dark have? I wanna hear his announcer. I wanna hear his announcer. Okay. Okay, we cannot hear Dark's announcer, so it's quite sad. These queens are chasing that barracks. Cyclone is out already, and that's going to help a lot against these Ravagers. There's no upgrades whatsoever on either side. Almost 6 minutes in. HonMonO just microing this Cyclone like his life depends on it, but he's going to lose it. The Ravager has enough range to actually snipe it. Happens to the best, but these Supermarines should be able to actually get this Ravager, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. 27 HP, but this Cyclone will obviously have the damage to do so, as lock-ons are instant. Now, if you haven't played Starcraft in a while and just stumbled upon my stream, then welcome to 2024, the era of the Cyclones. And we potentially might have a Cyclone drop. Yep, that is going to be the case. So Cyclone drop is going to be on the plate. Dark is going to give away that he's still making actually quite a couple of roaches. Okay, will he see the spine? I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's. Oh no, I still can't get over that one. The Diva announcer. I don't know what gamers like about the Diva announcer, to be honest. Let me know which announcer do you actually use. If you're watching on YouTube, then let me know in the comments. Or if you're here on Twitch, then obviously you can drop it in the chat. I'm actually curious who uses which announcer, so. Okay, let's see if he's going to actually commit to dropping. Oh, let's see the micro. Okay. I want to see this. Come on, HonMonO. Try again. I mean, there's a lot of Ravagers here, and this is going to be quite difficult to actually hold for HonMonO. Oh, Dark is actually making a favor here. Oh, wait a second. Oh, were those SCVs on auto repair actually? Oh, yes, they are on auto repair. Okay. Probably that's why they just rushed there. Might have not been something intentional. Okay, that's beautiful. Tank is helping out a lot. It's a huge range. Beautifully done there. Oh my god, Dark is literally just moving back into range just when everything is when the shot is reloaded. So he always eats the shot. Now he has to back off because the Banshee is going to make it very, very difficult to actually do anything. Oh, let's see. HonMonO is just dodging bios like his life depends on it. Obviously it does, because you're up against Dark. Every single advantage that you can get, and every single inch that you can take, you will take it. Obviously you will take it. Now, road speed just started. We have no link speed either. And we're committing to roaches. We have double evil. Oh, we have an infestation pit. Okay, maybe we're going to go into roach infestor. Roach ravager infestor, maybe. Do we have an overseer? Ah, never mind. We don't need an overseer because there's no cloak in production. So, I mean, Dark doesn't know this, but yeah. Stim is on the way. 9.5 minutes in. If you just tuned in, then yeah, basically we started with the 3 racks that killed the natural, but actually never managed to get past that point. No 4th base on the side of Dark, and HonMonO is actually halfway saturated with a bunch of mules. Oh my goodness, that was 6 mules at the point. And HonMonO is massively outmining Dark. Massively outmining the Korean Zerg. The best Korean Zerg. And Burrow is on the way. Do we have... No. We don't actually have Thunder and Claws, but I suppose we could have Thunder and Claws, right? I mean... Wait. Oh! Infestors want to burrow. Might not be Thunder and Claws, but you can actually take that, right? I mean, force a scan or two. Slow down the mule drop. The mule's dropping. Alright. Where's this changeling? Okay, this changeling is moving out. The cyclones are a bit bruised, but nothing too fancy. Okay, where's the drone? Oh, there's one drone. I think Dark accidentally put a drone on the army hotkey. Happens to the best. Can't confirm. I'm pretty sure there's a... That's not like a low-level exclusive. And Dark. Sorry, Dark. Dark is just a weird player. He plays by feel. Doesn't do build orders, I think. I mean, I would be surprised if it did. Maybe strategies, but like not build orders. I mean, he sometimes loses overlords. He sometimes queues up like 5 overlords in the early game. That's 500 minerals, and he gets away with it. He's getting supply block every now and then, stuff like that. So it's a bit sloppy, but honestly, he's one of my favorite Zergs. Now, HonMonO is actually going to push forward. He's going to stim just a couple of those units. Okay, he's going to lose a couple, but let's see the tank siege. Oh, the infestors are actually going to get evaporated, but oh my god! Beautiful fungals with those bios combined. That's what you want to see with Roach Ravager Infestor. Massive fungals. And all of a sudden, we're down to a single infestor. But where is that single infestor? That single infestor is actually clumped in the army. There's going to be another fungal. Those units are actually going to struggle to retreat somehow. There's 2 more tanks here, and reinforcements have arrived, but this is not going to be enough for HonMonO. 1 more tank might just go down if he doesn't pick it up. Question is, will he do so? Okay, he's going to push back with the on-siege tank, and that's going to be it for the aggression on the side of HonMonO. Wow, that was actually a crazy fight there. Dark literally with the absolute madness of a fungal and the bios after that. That was extreme. That was extreme levels of cool. HonMonO is going to have this infestor. Oh my god, this infestor. Oh, this infestor. Oh no. Oh. Does he see it? Does he see it? Oh! There's a fungal once again, and HonMonO just eats the fungal. He's not going to be able to pick up at least half of those units, but the infestor, oh, he's gonna force a scan as well. I mean, the inventory goes down. That sucks, yes, but that was a massive denial on those things. And now HonMonO is actually going to be aware of this base. Sorry, Dark is going to be aware of HonMonO's base over there. How many Braxes do we have over here? Oh my goodness, wait a second. Oh, we have a Nidus. Let's go. Dark is in Nidus mode. As a hive has been completed and Adrenal and +3 Carapace on the way, as well as +2, so we're gonna transition into Link Bane. And potentially, do we have an Ultra then? No Ultra Resents yet. And no additional techs so far. So am I going to Roach Ravager Link Bane? Or like Ravager Link Bane rather, with a couple of roaches that you can not afford to morph into Ravs. Do we have more Infestors? No Infestors, but we have Vipers. Oh my god, that's a lot of Medivacs. That's 8 Medivacs. That's 16 supply just in Medivacs. 4 tanks, and we have 16 Marauders. So that's going to be a lot of tanking potential for HonMonO. It's going to sting just a clump of units at the time. But oh, the Blinding Clouds are actually beautiful. Another Blinding Cloud and another one. And Dark is actually just massively out-microing HonMonO right now. But HonMonO is trying to stabilize, and he will do so for the moment. But Dark is just so aggressive, fighting at the edge of the creep. Just doing his best to actually... Basically, he's just not dying. Okay, and HonMonO might just have to go back. Oh, and he's going to retreat. And now the attack commences. One tank goes down. A couple more units will go down, and Dark can now just pressure. Lings are coming out. Lings are actually coming out. Oh, but there's a lot of things that are not really working out for HonMonO right now. The Nidus has been stuck, but another one is on the way. Units at the front, a couple of Lings. Oh, these 2 Marauders might not be enough. They might, okay, they will be enough, and Dark will most likely try to force the issue. I wouldn't mind if he would drop a Nidus to have like a sandwich. Okay, we have potentially a Doom drop maybe. Let's see if that's going to be the case. Dark has reached the gold as well as taking that rich Vespine Geyser base over there as well. Okay, he sees the Overseer. Now he knows where the vision is coming from. That Overseer is in quite a nice position, but it's gonna get taken down. That is quite nice from HonMonO. I don't think this was... Oh, that's even... that's at the edge. Okay, let's see if he can get away. Lings are actually going to move out. Oh, that's beautiful. A couple of mines will shoot. As yes, we went into mines on the side of HonMonO as Link Bane is dealt with by mines. Okay, let's see. The connections with the Banelings is actually beautiful on the side of Dark. And he's not even going to lose the Banelings, beautifully splitting them. And I'm talking about Dark being sloppy, but in these moments he's actually just like doing his best, like even splitting them at the end, not to lose any potential Banelings to those planetary turrets. Now HonMonO is trying to commit to somewhat of a base raid. I think he could just pick up and just move into the main. Oh, but does he have? He doesn't have Blinding Cloud actually. Sorry, not Blinding Cloud, but Parasitic Bomb. So Dark has to come back. Oh, beautiful connection onto those bio units. And now Dark is back in full swing. HonMonO has to retreat. He has 8 Medivacs and 2 Liberators are not really going to be enough. As obviously there's no ghosts, but there's a Spire on the way. Potential for Broodlords. And now Caduceus Reactor is also on the way. The Medivac Energy Regeneration upgrade that replaced the... I'm not even sure what the Medivac Speed upgrade name was. Oh, that mine fires just before going down. I think it was a bit of a friendly fire as well. Now the Liberator will siege up, but that's going to go down right away. It was one fungal away. And now Dark is just trying to threaten HonMonO. Like, if you step a bit too forward, I'm going to commit. And maybe this is going to be the moment. No, it's not. Concussive will protect HonMonO for the moment. Oh, but the Parasitic Bomb is actually going to be massive onto those Medivacs. Those Medivacs might just go down. They will survive. But now, even one single pile, couple of queens, just looking at them, will blow up those Medivacs, and that is going to be really, really painful, especially if HonMonO will try to get away with them. Down to 5 Medivacs. down to 5 mines as well. 3 of them are in the front. And honestly, HonMonO had a decent plan for the second game, but I think Dark is just too big of a Zerg to actually be consumed by this Terran player. And I think HonMonO will try to micro a bit here, but it is very, very tough. We can see the supply, they can, but obviously, oh my goodness, parasitic bombs dropping medevacs like flies. And now the surround is coming in. Bruise and overstim units are actually running for their lives, and I think we're going to see the 2Gs in just a couple of seconds, as Dark is now committing. Even off creep is going to just surround everything. The 360 surround will commence, and there it is. Dark takes this best of 3 series 2-0.